Okay, so I hope that this whole virtual classroom thing has gone pretty easy for you. A few of you um, used this type of presentation during KJS. So if you've made it to this point, I'm hoping that you kind of know what you're doing by now as far as navigating through the classroom and pushing the buttons that I ask you to push in the right order. So anyway, I hope you still have your strawberry plant. Um, we're going to learn about plants in general, but I kind of like to kick off the year with like a welcome to the strawberry patch celebration because I grow strawberries and I love strawberries. If you were in KJS, you saw me in my strawberry patch a lot. And we're going to have an indoor strawberry patch, and you all are going to have your own indoor strawberry patch too. I grew these strawberries from little runners, and we're going to learn exactly how I did it. And then you guys are going to get to grow more and more and more strawberries over time with this one baby plant. Within, just a few months, you might have 6 or 7 more strawberry plants going just from this one. So these are pretty magical little plants. And so for this part of the activity, you get to plant this. Now, you do not have to plant an indoor strawberry plant in a container that has holes in the bottom of it if you're very careful about not overwatering. Oh, pesky fly. Um, because we do want these indoors. We don't want the water seeping out of the bottom all over our furniture and stuff because this baby won't do so. It'll go dormant in the winter, and we don't want it to go dormant. We want it to keep growing and actually have fruit in a couple of months. So we're going to keep this inside. And we're just going to make sure that we don't overwater it. How are we going to make sure it's getting enough water but not too much water? We're going to use our fingers and our sense of touch, and we're going to feel the soil, and we're going to look at the plant. And the plant is going to give you all kinds of signs that it needs water or not. So they tend to wilt, they tend to crinkle and dry up. But strawberry plants are really tough. Like if you kill this plant, it's because you like never watered it or you drowned it to death because they're pretty tough. I've gone several days actually without watering them sometimes, and they're pretty good. Um, so you're gonna plant this in a container that is about this deep, but maybe just a little bit wider of a circumference, a little wider base, but only about this deep, okay? And when you plant it, a lot of you might already know this. When you plant it, you don't want to bury this part right here, which is called the crown. You don't want to bury that too much because as you can see, that's where all the new growth comes from. And so we can't have that under the ground too much, okay? So you're going to want your container. And I'm sorry I didn't send containers, but we kind of came to the conclusion that you guys would be overwhelmed and you already had too much stuff that you had to pick up. So we decided that you could probably find a bowl or some other container on your own, and you just need some soil, which is pretty easy to come by. If you do not have access to soil, I can get you some. We have plenty of soil here at the school. So yeah, so plant your strawberry. Be very gentle with it when it comes out. Kind of give this a good squeeze to loosen up the roots and whatnot. And it might go into transplant shock, which means if you messed with the roots too much, it might like look like it died. It'll come back. Most of the time when my strawberry plants go through a transplant shock, within a week or so they start looking healthy and vibrant and happy again, but they just don't like being disturbed. So do your best to not disturb the roots too much. Um, keep as much of this soil, even if you take a really sharp knife or scissors and like cut this pot off without even disturbing, and that will help you the best to avoid plant transplant shock. It's a fun activity to do with family, so we're going to do it here in class tomorrow or today because you're watching this. I recorded this yesterday, so yeah. Anyway, welcome to remote teaching. Um, yeah, so have fun with it, okay? And I can't wait to see your plants all planted. Bye.